throwing axes with my non-dominant hand. Yeah, I can do it. Do you guys do it? Do you use your non-dominant hand to do things, to include axe throwing? We're going to talk about that. I'm going to showcase some of the throws that I can do with my non-dominant hand, and we'll talk about some of those throws, and we'll talk about why I'm making this video. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I am Wes, the Suburban Viking.
And I'm Dave. Tell your mom I said hi.
And we are Midgard Axe. Okay, a couple different reasons why I'm making this video. As you guys know, some of you, if you don't know, I'll tell you, we're making a video on how to throw axes, or how I throw axes with my non-dominant hand. The reason why I'm making this video is because I think it's important. Just like when we train with pew-pews, they teach you, at least if you have a good instructor or a good organization that you're training with, they should be teaching you how to use your pew-pew with your non-dominant hand in case something happens to your dominant hand, right? I do the same thing with axes. I've started doing that. As you guys know, I've thrown axes before with my non-dominant hand. It's mostly when I use two axes though, okay? Now the reason why I'm making a video on it, and I'll link it up at the top if YouTube wants to show the card that I'm about to put up here at the top. Sometimes they show it, sometimes they don't. I don't know what's going on with that. Got an injury right here. And if you're interested in knowing about that, click on this card up here, then come back and watch this video. Cool series that I just started. It's called A Drink and a Throwing Axe, where I will talk about one of my personal axes or an axe that I really like and give you guys an in-depth look at it. And I'll feature a new drink every week. And I'll give you a cool story, a true story that's happened to me in my past, my almost 42 years here on the planet. So, out of commission, my right hand is out of commission for another week and a half. So I said, hey, let's go outside and start practicing some non-dominant hand axe throwing. Now, I can tell you guys right off the bat, I am not going to set up and throw as hard as I do with my right hand. It's just not going to happen. I've been throwing with this hand since I was like 3 or 4 years old. You can ask my parents. My dad used to take me out into the front yard and throw me baseballs to hit with a little plastic ball and a plastic bat. But Mom used to tell me that the old ladies and the people that were walking by would stop to watch me at 3 and 4 years old hit, because they were just amazed on how I could hit the ball and how I could throw at that age. So I've been throwing with this hand for a really long time, and I've never really given my left arm much consideration when it came to throwing, because I just didn't. Now that I've gotten into axe throwing, I've really started to consider using my left arm for axe throwing. Okay, so let's talk about what I started out with. That was the side sling throw, where I stand here like this and I throw it out of my hand. I don't know why it could be different for you, but for me, that was the easiest way to introduce myself into using my non-dominant arm. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect every time, and I'm still working on accuracy, but I'm sticking the bit, and that's the most important thing when you're doing any axe throwing, whether you're starting out with your dominant hand or you're trying to do something like I'm doing here, is that you can hone in your accuracy as you keep throwing and get better. But the number one thing you want to do is to try to stick the bit and get it sticking onto the target. Once you do that, you can hone in on your accuracy. But for me, that side slings throw seemed to be the easiest. And I will tell you guys this, a little bit of a tip from me. Don't try to throw it too hard. It seems, in my experience, in my opinion, that the harder I try to throw that, the worse I am. I just don't have the mechanics in my left arm like I do my right. So the easiest way you can start out, in my opinion, is to start off slow. Like I've told you guys in my series, How to Throw an Axe Like a Viking. I'll put the card up at the top. Hopefully YouTube puts it up there. I tell you guys in that video, when I show you guys how I throw axes and how I throw hard, a lot of that stuff you got to start out slow. And for this, start out slow. It's not a huge deal. Keep doing it and you can throw it faster. Of course, accuracy is everything, but you want to make sure you can stick the bit. And as you keep throwing, your accuracy will improve. I think a lot of people always ask me, what's the best way to improve your accuracy? Throw. You're not going to get accurate unless you throw. You're not going to go out once every blue moon and throw and get accurate. It's a repetitive thing. Just like every other sport that requires you to throw something, it's just repetitive throwing over and over and over again and you get accurate. Yes, there are ways to improve your accuracy, but the number one thing to get accurate is to just throw. Now the side sling throw, like I just did there, is a little bit more difficult. I probably look retarded. Probably shouldn't say that. I probably look a little weird throwing it like that. However, I'm practicing that. That's something that I've been trying to do. Come out to the side. Now, I will tell you guys, wrist control is a lot in that. But like I said, if you don't throw as hard, your wrist control can be a little bit off. And you can still stick the bit. But that's another one I've been practicing over the past like couple days. Okay, so I don't throw over the top with my left arm. I just don't because it looks ridiculous and there's no power behind it. But I'm going to try to do it for you guys. And I swear to God, Dave.
What?
One comment, I'm willing to bust some stitches to throw this axe with my right hand. So
Maybe you should, because honestly, you look ridiculous.
just shut up.
What the hell was that?
That is the last time you will see me throw overhand with my left arm until I get better. I don't even want to do that again.
Yes, please stop.
That was just nasty.
You realize some of this would be hard to unsee. Just saying. I mean, it's not horrible, but I probably wouldn't put this on YouTube.
God. That just does, it's like, oh gosh. Going through the motions and muscle memory is a big thing when you're using two axes in two different hands. You don't even need two axes in this exercise. Use your non-dominant arm to throw your axe and then prepare to throw your second axe with your dominant hand into another target. Or if you only have one target, you can pretend to throw it into that same target. What it'll do is it'll help you transition between two different arms, which can kind of screw you up a little bit. So it'll kind of look like this. You'll stand here. Okay. So basically what you're doing is that you're setting yourself up for that first throw. Then you're setting yourself up with your dominant arm for your second throw, okay? Go as slow as you like. And as you progress, you can speed that up faster and faster and faster. And that's one thing that I'm going to showcase in this channel here going forward is throwing two axes with my non-dominant arm and my dominant arm and showing you guys how fast you can get it doing it. Take it from me, I wouldn't even want to get hit with that axe going that slow. I just wouldn't. Anybody out there that says that they would, yeah, okay. As slow as I'm throwing this thing, it's still sinking to about here, and I wouldn't want to get hit with that. So you don't have to be like crazy like I am, throwing really hard all the time. You really don't, especially with these thin axes like this. I mean, when just a moderate throw, guys, and that thing is sinking in the target. So everything doesn't always have to be power and might and strength when you're throwing an axe, okay? Now, I showcase that in my throws because that's just how I throw. But just remember, you don't always have to throw that way. And that's coming from someone who basically my whole channel is different than everybody else, which is throwing really hard, sticking the bit into the target as, you know, throwing as almost as fast as I can, or in some videos, throwing as hard as I can. But just remember, that's not all there is to axe throwing. You can sink this thing pretty daggone deep, and you don't have to throw it very hard. And there is a method to my madness, okay? So when I'm standing here with my non-dominant arm with an axe in my hand and I'm throwing that, and let's just say I had another axe in my right hand, the reason why I like that side throw is because when I'm throwing this axe, see how I'm already maneuvering myself and setting myself up for my power throw with my dominant arm. Now, as you get better and you get good at throwing it, you can throw it a little harder to make that first axe hit harder. But the reason why I like that side throw so much is because it's already positioning me for my power throw out of my dominant hand. So think about that, guys. When you're using two axes with two hands, how can your non-dominant arm help you in your next throw? Or maybe switch it around. Use your dominant hand throw and follow it up with your non-dominant arm. Either way, you can do it however you want, but I like that side throw the best because it sets me up for my power throw, and that's exactly what I like. You guys can do however you want to do it. I'm just showing you guys what works for me. And it seems to work out. And as time progresses, and I keep throwing over and over and over again, that throw will get harder and harder and harder until I can master my left arm to be able to throw almost as hard as my right. I don't think I'll ever get there. I'm just being honest. I don't think I ever will. However, I think with time and with practice, I'll be able to throw with my non-dominant arm at a very good speed for what I think is acceptable, and then follow it up with one of those really hard throws from my right arm. So just keep throwing, guys, and you'll get really good. And, you know, don't let anybody tell you that you're not throwing good enough or hard enough with your non-dominant arm, because I tell you what, I wouldn't want to stand in front of any axe being thrown, no matter who's throwing it. I wouldn't want to stand in front of it. One thing to remember when it comes to axe throwing is everything is always about when you release the axe. When you release this axe, that's where it's going to fall. That's where it's going to hit the target. And you have to be able to release that thing at the exact time to be able to hit your target. So that's one thing you got to keep into your brain there when you're throwing, is to release your axe at that perfect moment to get the bit to strike your target. Now, like I said, your non-dominant arm, we're not going to be accurate every time. However, I'm just concerned about sticking the bit. That's where I'm at in my stage of using my dominant arm. If I stick the bit, I consider that a win no matter how I throw it. So as you get better, your accuracy will improve. And the cool thing about axe throwing is that you can go get your axe out of the target, try it again. Go get the axe and do it again. And keep hitting the same spot. We've hit that spot 3 times in a row. This is actually a new throw that I started earlier today. I haven't tried throwing it like this, so I'm actually pretty impressed that I'm able to even stick it when I throw it. So, I mean, I'll take that as a win. I'll take it. I'll take it. I've hit it every single time throwing it like this since I started the video. So just keep trying, guys. Keep practicing. You'll get good. I promise you, you will. Just keep throwing, keep throwing, keep throwing. And what I always recommend, like I told you guys in a previous video, sometimes, not every time, but sometimes I'll come outside and just pick one throw and just repetitively do it over and over and over again. And that seems to help me. So try it out. So Dave suggested something. Dave, you mind telling the people what you suggested?
I would like to see you do a back spinning throw with your left arm.
That's right. And that's what we're going to do. I've never attempted a back spin and throw before with my non-dominant arm. Now, 2 things are going to happen. Number 1, I'm not going to edit the video. If it takes me like 20 throws, it's going to take me 20 throws. You guys will see it. I've never attempted this. And number 2, I'm moving my sign and my shield because I know I'm going to throw it and it's going to probably hit one of those. I just got this feeling. So let me move those out of the way, take them down, and we'll do a back spin and throw with my non-dominant arm and see how good I really am. Let's do it. Probably shouldn't have thrown that with my right arm. It's just habit. All right, let's move that stuff. Okay, so we moved the camera a little bit because I'm adjusting my throw. It's weird doing it left-handed. So, okay, so here we go. Yeah. God, this is going to be horrible. God, I'm not bullshitting you. That was really the first time. No one's going to believe me.
Don't worry, because you still have plenty of time to miss with another throw.
Let's do it again. I'm sure I'll miss, and then people will say, oh, you stopped the video. See? Then I do it twice. No one's going to believe us, Dave. No one's going to believe me that I did it. I will tell you guys, that wasn't very difficult doing with my left hand. It just wasn't. Twice.
Even still, no one will believe you.
I know, Dave. I know. I mean, that's not bad if you really think about it. From here, and then you'd have to position yourself back. So it's here. You're kind of leaving yourself open and then having to come back for your right arm. It's not bad, though, if you wanted to kind of throw it here. If you wanted to throw it here, maybe we could do two. I bet I could do 2 axes that way. Oh, it's coming. Let this thing heal. Oh, I got myself there. Let this thing heal, and I bet I can spin 2 axes. I know I can do it.
Pretty sure I mentioned that before.
It was my idea.
You sure about that?
Was it?
No way.
It was my idea. We're going to spin 2 axes. Both hands. I can do it. It's pretty cool, though. I mean, when you think about it, that was the throw that I was concerned about the most. And it seems to be the easiest one for me to do. I don't know what it is, guys. I really don't. I think what it is, to be honest with you, I'm able to do the most difficult shit there is to do, and it's easy for me, but the most simplest things become hard. I don't know what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really do. And, you know, take this for what you want to take it as. You know, take your time when you're doing this. You don't have to throw hard. I will tell you guys, I think that's the hardest that I've thrown an axe with my non-dominant arm. So that may be something that I include into my regiment, I should say, when I'm out here throwing axes with 2 axes or, you know, using both arms. I really do enjoy the fact that I can throw that fast with my non-dominant arm. It just seems to come natural to me. And some of you guys might find it natural to come over the top and throw almost as hard as you can with your right arm. Or if you're, you know, left-handed, maybe you come over the top with your right arm just as hard. And that may be your thing. But it seems to be my thing is just doing that back spin and throw is the best throw I've got naturally left-handed. So it is what it is. Remember when I did the review on this? The cold steel polypropylene handle on the Honshu Corito axe head? And I told you guys the bit broke off in the video into the round back there. I found it. I found where it's at in the round. I just saw it. So let me throw this thing one more time, and then I'll take you guys up there. We'll pull it out and take a look at it. Cool, cool. All right, let me go grab a pair of pliers out of there, and I'll bring you guys up there and show it to you. Hang on. Okay, let's pull it out and take a look at it. I'm curious now. I am curious now. All right. Move the mic. I do a horrible job of remembering to talk into the mic. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's get this out of here. Okay. Should be able to reach in there and grab it. Here she is. The Honshu Corito bit. I'm not really sure which one this is. I'm sure I'll have another axe slam into the other one. Yep, that's the one it is right there. Have a look, guys. Actually, I think I got it upside down. Yeah, there it goes. There it is right there. That's crazy that I found it. It was just hanging out and I didn't even see it until just now. But there it is right there. It broke off into my wood round. And this is pine. You know, it's soft wood. Anyway, that was pretty cool that I found this. I know a lot of people thought I was BSing when I said that the bit was breaking apart. But nah, It literally is breaking into wood there. So there it is. Let's see if we can. Yep. Look at that. That's crazy. I found it. But whatever. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Thought it was cool. I found it and want to show you. See ya. See ya, see ya, see ya. I found that doing the side sling. Damn cat. Bert, would you get out of the way? And then she was just going to stare at me. I'm trying to throw this axe. You got to get out of the way. Come on. Bert, Dave, get the damn cat out of the way.
That's Freya's cat, and it always tries to pee on me.
It's not Freya. Okay, fine. It's Freya's cat. Can you please...
See, it's looking for me.
Can you please move Freya's cat out of the way? I don't want Freya over here messing with me. Can you get Freya's cat out of the way? And then she's just going to sit there. Dave, move the cat.
Sorry, I'm allergic.
You brought the cat here.
No, that was Loki. That asshole is always trying to set me up.
If it's not children, if it's not cars, if it's not motorcycles, if it's not airplanes, if it's not rain, if it's not lightning, if it's not bugs, if it's not injuries.
And if it's not Loki, the shape-shifting weirdo.
Why not bring a cat into it? Trying to get the birds. I gotta move the cat. I don't know why Dave can't. Dave, what are you doing?
I'm eating cotton candy. What the hell does it look like I'm doing?
You gotta move out of the way. Move. Move, 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 move.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Where's a rabid dog when you need one?